Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today we are going to look into what the tarot cards have to say for you for the month of June 2025. We'll pull out messages from various decks and then see how you should be preparing yourself for the month of June. There are three wonderful cards in front of you. Pick the one that you feel most drawn to, that intrigues you the most. In the next section of this video, I'm also going to put a closer snapshot of these cards. And then let's get started. Hi everyone. If you chose the Mysore Sandal Soap card, then this is your reading. I've already pulled out a lot of cards here for you. Some of them we are going to pull out on camera. The first thing that I'm getting as I look at your pile is that in the month of June, you're being guided to go with the flow. And going with the flow does not mean that you accept situations how they are, but it means that your response to situations should come from a space of calmness, from a place of faith, peace, and a belief in the higher power. That doesn't matter how much situations are trying to rile me up, how much they are trying to trigger me. I have faith that things are going to get fine and better. So, with the flow card here, I also feel as if some of you could be getting very interested in traveling to some place, where there's like a lot of water streams, um, waterfalls, beaches, or maybe you are just desiring to go to a place that is slightly slow in living, where you can connect with nature. So I think those desires are going to come up quite a lot in month of June. Another thing that I could tell from the cards is that there could be some moodiness, some shift in emotions here and there every few days in the month of June. So that is something I tell you to be a little bit wary of. It would be a good idea to research about how to regulate yourself, how to regulate your nervous system, and how the emotions that are cropping up, you can sit with them later in the day so that you can also process them on the side. So, yeah, that's coming for you as a theme. I also feel that, with the maybe like because you've selected the Mysore sandal soap, it feels as if your focus in the month of June is going to be a lot on looking good, taking care of yourself, wanting to smell good, using different perfumes or experimenting with perfumes or fragrances. You might also change your style a little bit. You might make it a little bit more that you've been aspiring to do like for a very long time. I think June might give you that space to finally take the plunge and explore the different style that you've been wanting to explore. I feel there's a lot of Venus energy that I'm feeling intuitively. So it's all about like being creative, looking your best, looking beautiful. Okay. The other message that I have as an overall theme is I think in the month of June, many of you could be just looking out for that one big thing. Now, I don't know what that one big thing is. For some, it could be a job opportunity. For few, it could be romance. For some, it could be friends. But there is that one big shift that you're looking for. And it almost feels like as if in the month of June, you're going to be heavily praying to get that. Either praying or like your mind is always going to be occupied by the thought of when will I have it? When will I have it? And there's also a slight energy of desperation here. And also, guys, with all these transits that are happening, if you know that Rahu has moved either in your fifth house, your third house, or your ninth house, then I tell you to be a little bit careful and not be very desperate for the change. And that's why maybe the card of flow here is advising you to keep it calm, to keep it centered, to have faith in wherever your path takes you. Desperation might make you do certain wrong things. It might make you impulsively take certain decisions which you would regret later. But I am sensing that slight energy of being a bit desperate for a change, a big shift. Okay? For very few, this could also be coming as a blessing, wherein the big shift that you demanded could be happening for you in the month of June. So, congratulations already. And from now on, as you watch this reading, be in the spirit of gratitude, be in the spirit of, oh, yes, what I sought, I received. And then see, it might happen even more sooner for you. Okay, now coming on to your love life. Again, guys, not reading individually for people who are single, married, or in complicated relationships or committed to somebody. So, broader message that we have here is that, ooh la la. I feel as if there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you in the month of June. You are going to be out and about, dating, meeting people. You're also doing something to your body, something to your style, something in the way which you express yourself. And I think it's going to play out in your favor. Sorry, I just want to like also have my coffee on the side. So I feel it's going to play out in your favor. And you're going to be very, very attractive to a lot of people. You would have a lot of people, I think, chasing you in the month of June. Cute. Now, for those who are single, there is still this advice that you can be having fun, you can be exploring with whoever comes crosses your path in the month of June, but the right person is still to come along. Okay, so again, be a little wary of that. We already have certain Rahu energies here, so just do not hasten into anything. Do not keep anything quick. Do not keep anything fast paced. Slow, steady, with eyes wide open, and not feeling crazily excited by all this attraction and attention that you'll be getting. Okay, because the right one is yet to come along. There's still time. But lot of fun dates, you feeling damn beautiful or damn handsome in yourself, you getting a lot of attention, and it's going to be good. Okay. Now, for those who are in complicated relationships, I feel as if you're going to be missing the passion. You're going to be missing that energy of, like being with somebody, having fun with somebody. So I'll just move it out of frame. Where do I keep it? Yeah, so you're going to be like missing that sincerity, that purity of love. And honestly, you're being advised that if you just move away from whoever you are stuck onto, there could be somebody better coming your way. You might have to wait though. Then, for those who are married or those who are committed, honestly, great times. There is still a chance that, there are certain people who might like show interest in you, or, just like fleeting thoughts about that, am I not attractive to my partner anymore? But honestly, you're being advised to keep the passion alive, okay? So instead of keeping it all in your head, share it with your partner and then see how much you would see that they are really still into you and they really love you. Okay. Now, career and finances. Fabulous card here for finance. Each time I see Ten of Pentacles, I just get very excited. I literally feel, like how we say in, that saying, देने वाला जब भी देता है छप्पड़ फाड़ के देता है. So that's how I feel when I look at this Ten of Pentacles cards, okay? But, okay, let me get the first few messages out of the way. I feel if somebody is trying to take some support, financial support from their father, or from their husband, or from some elder male figure in their life, or somebody who controls and manages finances of the family, it might be a little bit tough. It will not be as easy, and you would be asked to prove yourself. Okay, they are not going to bet on you just out of love. They are a practical person, and they would want to put you through certain tests to ensure that their money is not going to go to waste. That's one thing. Second thing, for those who do not resonate with this message, I feel as if in the month of June, there's going to be ways in which you're going to be making money. This could be like freelance, could be like a side gig, but I do feel as if a lot of money is going to come your way. This could also be certain investments that you have done, which you would suddenly see soaring high. But at the same time, speaking overall for career, there's going to be some issues with the authority figure. You would feel as if the authority figure is making you do quite a lot. You're being given a lot of work. You're going to be tired at work. Okay, this could also be. Oh, okay. Sorry. Wait. One more message. This could also be with the Virgo energies here, that how you would be urged to have some discipline and some structure in your life. Otherwise, you would feel, oh, I'm always overwhelmed. There's too much exertion in my body. I'm exhausted. So, for those who have great relations with their seniors and like job and like work is going fine, for many of you, this is somebody who's trying to build a business, trying to build a side gig. And for that, there would be a need of hard work. There would be a need of double, triple shifts. And that can only happen when you have some structure in your day, when you are disciplined, when you're very focused on your goals. I think this is a time to start building from scratch for whoever has picked up this file. Even for those who are job hunting right now, because I know a lot of people are, that comes up quite frequently in private readings, a structure to it as well. It can't be in the passing. It can't be, oh, I spotted something, so I applied. You have to tell yourself, I need to get a job. This is also speaking a little bit about networking. So for those maybe like for whom Rahu could have moved to your 11th house. Yeah, I think I missed that. Rahu could have also moved to your 11th house. 3rd, 5th, 9th, and 11th. So there is a possibility that you are also being advised to network with a lot of people, to go and meet a lot of people, and your benefit might also come from certain people who see your potential and who therefore want to help you. Okay, now moving on, overall your mental health and emotional health. See, I mean, you're going to be having a lot of fun. I feel like in the month of June, you're completely out and about meeting people, regularly going out for drinks, dinner, making new friends as well. But at the same time, you're being very cautious. Honestly, I don't feel it's a bad thing, looking at overall energies of your pile. I feel it's just like you're taking your own time. You just want to like take it slow while you're meeting like all your friends, people. You're not getting very unnecessarily excited by the aspect of community. You might be seeing that, okay, who from these people could be the ones that stick around, which is great. Another thing that I'm getting is, if there's a lot of competition around you, I think you're winning from that competition. And I think you would not even realize, but very smartly, very, I don't want to say the word manipulative, it has like a negative connotation, but very smartly, you will be able to like manipulate the situations into your benefit. Or let's say with the judgment card here, maybe you're getting saved as you are picking up the sword to get into the whole manipulation and smartness energy. There is a divine sword that's coming your way and saving you. Beautiful. With the Taurus card here, what we also see is that there is some help that you're getting from resources. There is some help that you're getting in terms of finances, or you could be working towards creating your own resources, your own financial resources. So there is some sort of accumulation that we see here with the Virgo energies. We see definitely more discipline and requirement of structure, being more detail oriented, um, not leaving anything to chaos, not keeping things haywire. With the eighth house here, what we see is a major shift or a major change, not without obstacles though, guys. It's also the house of like doing research. It's the house of your hidden treasures. So I do feel as if you're going to be building your wealth, focusing on starting on building your wealth in the month of June. Okay, now let me pull out the other cards on camera. Okay, so we have the card of skull here, which is endings. Honestly, with the judgment and the eighth house being here, there's definitely some sort of a change that is happening in your life. Okay, you might also get more intrigue with angel numbers in the coming few weeks. Then, with the lotus flower here, what we have is enlightenment. So there is some sort of revelation, a deeper understanding about life that's coming your way. And with the Hierophant here, I feel, Jupiter in your natal chart could be a good planet, the planet that's helping you, that's benefiting you. Okay. So there could, or even if it's bad in your natal chart, I think in this particular month, what's happening is it's giving some sort of a good lesson. Okay. So I feel you're going to get some sort of a learning or a deeper understanding of life. Jupiter could be placed in your ninth house, 12th house, 6th, or 8th house. Yeah. Okay. Now, with the Eight of Cups here, see, the Eight of Cups becomes a little bit problematic. Because what it feels like is as if there's a bit of exhaustion. I think I spoke about, you could have like slight exertion in your body. With the Eight of Cups here, along with the Ten of Wands and the Eighth House, it just feels as if, you would feel that you're doing a lot. And maybe it's not leading to anything. Like it's not coming at that final culmination point. And that might just exhaust you. It's very, very important in the month of June that you take out one entire day over the weekend to actually rest and not do anything. And that is how you're going to save and conserve your energy. Okay. So now the last bit, I'm going to be referring to this book today to give you the final message. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We literally opened on the Tower card. Okay. And the Tower card here says that the explosion may appear as an external disaster. Your friends and family turn against you, your work collapses, violence of one kind or another swirls around you. And it is true, one of the mysteries of life is the way the bad luck comes in clusters. Yet, how many of these problems result from long neglected or mishandled situations, striking us at a moment when we become vulnerable? And if some problems appear at the same time as personal problems, some problems like illness or death of people close to us, economic problems in society, natural disasters, such coincidences show again that life is indeed more than what we can see in front of us. Okay, now with the Tower card here, see again in tarot, the way we see Tower card is that no matter how bad it gets, There's always a way to start building up from scratch. There could be that one shake up moment that comes and shakes you. But in hindsight, once you process those lessons, it becomes an opportunity to get back up. So I think there could be a bigger shift happening for you in the month of June. Either it's internal or external. That is slowly leading you to your path, closer to your path. So, yes, with this, I'll end your reading here. Let me know how it resonated. Please do leave comments. It helps me understand how much are the readings resonating with you and also keeps me motivated. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, guys. Hi, pile number 2. If you chose this card, then can you see it? This is your reading, the cute Matilda card. See, first thing that I'm getting, of course, looking at that card and some of the other cards as energies here, is there could be a case of lot of emotional eating in the month of June. Emotional eating, desiring fried, sugary foods, that comfort you, more cheese. Yeah, and this is something that you'd have to be a little bit careful of, because unfortunately, I'll tell you what, when I took out the cards, I first saw the Divine Source card and I got very excited. I'm like, hey, yay, another happy pile. Because pile 1 was comparatively happier. Then I saw the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Swords, and I'm like, something's not working out. And I feel this is how your entire month is going to go. Like, the story of your month is going to be where you keep feeling that, something is not working out. Things are not working out. And I also feel as if, in this month, your fight is going to be with your own self. It's almost like you don't like yourself in the month of June. You don't like your certain attributes, your certain traits. You don't like, maybe how you don't have enough courage. Maybe how you don't have enough resilience. Maybe how you don't have enough restraint when it comes to maybe controlling your food, maybe controlling your mind. And you're going to be in a battle with your own mind, for very few people, especially if you're a male who's watching this, I'm getting very strongly this message. There is somebody who is very heavily addicted to porn in this pile, and you need to curb it. You need to curb it because it's leading to a lot of emotional turmoil as well. Okay, so coming back to the previous message, there is unhappiness in you. You're not happy with why you just keep thinking but not put in efforts. Why you don't have the restraint, the courage, the risk-taking appetite. Why is it that, you don't have like the right circle or the right sort of network who can help you grow? You're very unhappy with what you have and maybe what you don't have. And your fight in the month of June is first going to be with your own self. That I'm done. I don't like myself like this. Okay, so now let's coming to the theme. We have the Divine Source here. So Divine Source says, help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust you have a plan and right actions will come. You are my source for all. It's about keeping faith. Because you are losing faith in the month of June. And I'm sorry, but I have to be honest. You're absolutely losing faith in the month of June. In yourself, in the higher power. And you're just done. It doesn't feel right anymore to you. So you're being asked to have faith that no, you have been put here because there is some plan. There is something that you have come to do. There is a purpose. So have faith in that, okay? I feel as if there is going to be either you're looking out for like a brand new start, a brand new opportunity, or you're trying to find something within yourself, like some sort of lost courage, some sort of lost strength. And I think June is not going to be kind to you. It will not help you find that. It will not let you find that. And this is where, you'd be very disappointed in yourself. You might replay a lot of conversations in your head, where you go like, oh, I used to be like this. I used to be this smart. I used to be this strong. I used to be so funny. I used to be something else. And look at me now. What have I done now? And that's going to be very tricky to navigate through in the month of June. And that's where, guys, please have faith in the divine source. Okay? Pray. Have faith. Do affirmations. Do something that puts you in a better energy, that doesn't feed the devil in your mind, that feeds the angel in your mind. Because your mind is going to be a bit devilish in the month of June. You're going to be very self-critical. You're going to constantly negatively self-talk. And it's not beneficial. Okay? And of course, while I've spoken so gravely as an overall theme, but this is all something that might be like in your mind. This is something that you might battle with as the evening starts, as you are in your bed at night. But the reality as the days go and as the weeks progress in this month is slightly different. Now, how is it different? I do feel as if many of you in this pile are feeling very lonely. And again, single, committed, complicated, married, there is a bit of loneliness energy in this pile. So for those who are married and for those like who are committed, provided, you might feel that on paper everything is great. I'm provided for, I'm taken care of. Me and my partner, we go out, we hang out. But it's almost like there's something deeper in your heart that you are not able to share with your partner. Okay? You may also have a partner who tries to curb your individuality a little bit. Or you could also be that one, who could be like trying to curb the individuality of your partner. I have to read it in that duality, So make sure that you're not doing that in the month of June. And generally, the advice is that keep the sparks flying, surprise each other. But I honestly feel that while that may be the advice, I don't see it happening in the month of June. In the month of June, you might just question that I'm not able to be completely myself and share like my true self with them, share my true thoughts with them. And that might keep you a little bit isolated from them emotionally. Okay? For those who are single, you are just waiting for that one person, the right one. When will they show up? And you might also be a little bit wary of the fact that, earlier you may have had partners who were a little controlling. And maybe earlier, like you just fell into relationships either like just to like follow the trend. But now you just want someone who really gets you, who really gets like who you are. Okay? So yes, nothing great is happening in the love life for sure. A lot of time for self-love, for self-reflection, and maybe going closer to bhakti love, to your God. Okay, I do see a bit of adventure though that you might fall in love with. Something to do with nature, something to do with little things like, I don't know, waking up early or enjoying nature, feeding the birds. Some little acts of love like that which you would cultivate for your own self, but nothing more. Now coming to career, this is the pile of people who are confused. And now that I come back to this card, this could also be people who just don't know what is it that I want to do next. What is it that you want to do next? And this might be a question that might be bugging you and will continue to bug you in the month of June. One quick advice here would be for people in this pile to take coaching when it comes to career or when it comes to quicker decisions. A good coach can really help you sort it out. So taking coaching might be very beneficial to you. Coming back to your reading, your career, your finances. Your finances look good. There is a chance of some opportunity coming your way, or you could be manifesting a particular kind of opportunity. Okay, so keep at it. There is also a need to be able to do multitask. You might have to... Okay, it's almost like that, while you finish like everything related to your day job, in evening you're sitting and applying for different jobs, even if it takes like 3-4 hours and you're sleeping late. and you're doing that meticulously, wherein you're changing the applications, where you're changing the things in your CV that need to be changed, tailored to the job. Some of you could be trying to build like a side hustle, trying to do some sort of a side learning or side course. But regardless, you're going to be very confused in the month of June. Some of you could be waiting for like the next steps. Next steps in your career. I think this pile is struggling very much in terms of designing their career. What is it that I should do next that really like showcases my potential truly? You don't know what to do. And honestly, there's no advice from tarot right now. It is definitely saying try changing your subtle energies with more affirmations, more faith, and that might end up bringing something to you. Okay, now coming to your emotional and mental health, honestly, it's going to be tough. You're going to have to motivate yourself every day to get back, focus, and get through the tasks of the day. Okay, but at the same time, respite would come in form of friends who will push you. Let's go out, let's go for drinks, let's go for dinner, let's do something fun. And that is where you would get the nurturance that you desire right now. But honestly, it's your own little self acts of love, your own little acts of nurturance that are going to help you. We have the Venus card here. It is important that you're cherishing, you are enjoying whatever good times you get to experience in the month of June. So it's important that not only you enjoy the good times, you express yourself creatively, you dress up well. So you just take care of yourself. You take care of the beauty, the creativity you have within you, and you enjoy the beauty, the creativity, and the genuine love that you have from certain people around you. Okay. I also feel like with the Pisces card here, there is a possibility of a bit of an emotional turmoil. You would very much feel in the month of June as if I'm not loved enough. I've never been loved enough. I've never been treated right. I've never been given my dues. There would be a lot of energy of scarcity or feeling the lack in your mind. Okay. But again, keep something higher power closer. Keep your puja, your prayers closer. And that's what's going to take you out of it. Or affirmations, positive self-talk, write it down, write it in a journal. Okay. There's also some sort of back and forth here, in your energy. It's like one day you want to do something, second day you want to do something else. One day you want to again go back and do the first thing. Second day you want to go back and do the second thing. So there's a lot of back and forth energy here that you might have to like be a little bit careful of. It will be a good idea in the month of June if you can get out of your head and make certain new connections. You could drive some action into all the thoughts that you have and keep it consistent. You might have to change the way you project yourself. There's a need for some people in this pile to be able to have that calmness, that back and forth communication. Like sometimes, people are poor listeners or sometimes they are poor communicators. I think that needs to change. How you present yourself, there is something there that you also need to change to command that level of intrigue that you want either at work or in your job interviews. There is a chance of your friend circle increasing. However, take it slow, take it calmly. Now I'll pull out cards from the other deck. It's so interesting. Three of Wands, Three of Wands. Oh, okay, interesting. Kind of goes without saying, but I think you're going to be just distracted and overthinking in the month of June. Your head is just going to be up in the clouds. What if this could have happened and this would have happened? What if, life was like this and this would not have happened? So just imaginative without any action. However, you're being asked to have that bullseye focus on your action. It's not just about having focus here by staring, right? It's about hitting the target. And that is what you're being advised. Can you hit the target? Okay. There is maybe somebody in your family or you yourself who may require healing. Okay, who may require caregiving. It could be a parent figure that you might have to become a caregiver to, or it could be you. So just take care of yourself. You might fall sick, or somebody around you could be falling sick. Then we have the Hanged Man, the Queen of Cups, and the Three of Wands. The Queen of Cups here doesn't know what does she want to do. The Queen of Cups is confused AF. The Queen of Cups, energetically speaking, it is the card of somebody who is creative, who's nurturing, who knows how to nurture their own potential. But at the same time, they don't know that, okay, what is it that they can go towards? What can they do? So that confusion, I feel it's going to stay with you in the month of June with the Hanged One here. And what you need is to have a lot of inner reflection, lot of conversations with yourself to get that clarity that what is it that you want to do. And this is where I feel, guys, coaching is going to help. Okay, now as a last message today, I've got this book. We're going to be pulling out cards from this. Okay, I'm going to take both the cards. I opened this, but I felt like going to this. So first I'm going to read this one. Let me just see how I want to place my mic. 1 minute. Wow, I'm using tarot cards as bookmark. Okay, so we have the King. The mundaneness of Pentacles goes very well with the social responsibility of King, who presents to us the very image of a successful business or a professional man. He's generous, courageous, though not maybe especially given to adventure. Perhaps at the earlier stage of his life and career, he may have suffered from impatience of doubt. Now his success has justified his life, allowing him to relax and enjoy it. You know what I feel? I feel as if this is the energy you want to get into. You want to be this person, who is courageous, who has achieved success in their career, who knows what they are doing, who have lived up to their capabilities and their achievements. Okay? Oh, wow. We have the Queen of Cups also here. Okay, interesting. The very leaves and the flowers seem to merge with his robe just as the water flowed into the Queen of Cups' dress. Life is good to him and he wants to enjoy it. Interesting. I actually feel as if, it's almost like that you want to have that balanced life where you have enough money to be able to do your own pursuits. It's not happening in the month of June, but you're definitely, with all this inner talk and self-reflection, you're laying the foundation for that. Because clarity leads to something. We should not disregard that. Okay? Now the other message that I have here for you is... From the Six of Pentacles, we learn that the value of studying tarot or other disciplines is not simply in the specific knowledge gained, but also in the frame of mind created by the act of doing it. The work itself changes us. We develop these changes consciously and deliberately through the mechanism of the gate cards. Interesting. You know why I think I kind of felt like picking this particular paragraph? Maybe it is talking about that, how it's not about... It's not just about, when will I have money? When will I have promotion? It's also about that, the little steps that you're taking towards that. Be it your inner conversations, be it the self-reflection, be it trying to understand that, okay, how is it that I should be designing my career? That in itself is leading to a change in mind. You know, like what they say about workout. When you're working out, when you're doing strength training, something in your mind is getting altered. You're getting to understand your body better. Your resilience is becoming better. And that, I feel, is the message for you, that you need to allow yourself to develop those traits so that you can come in the King of Pentacles and in the Queen of Cups energy. So yes, that was it for you, pile number 2. Let me know if any part resonated. If you like the reading, please leave a comment below. Helps me understand if the readings are resonating and also motivates me to make more videos. I'll see you in your next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you selected this card, then this is your reading. For those who don't know, this is a cafe here in Mumbai, Mondegar. First things first, so much this pile wants to say, or there is so much that's going to happen for this pile in a mechanism where they do not kind of expect it or they don't see it, because so many cards flew out. This one completely flew out. This one flew out along with this. This one flew out. There were a couple of cards here also that flew out. Then in this deck, the cards flew out. Then even in this deck, like honestly, for this particular pile, before I could even like tell the cards that, okay, I want to like an answer for this, or like this is what I'm pulling the card out for, it was just flying here, there. I wish I could capture it on camera. So I think a lot of surprises are going to come your way in the month of June 2025. The first card that we have here is receiving. And I think you're going to be receiving. You know, it's so funny. As I said receiving, my mind just went on to the imagery that is there here. It's almost like somebody is bringing you, you know, like the waiting stuff is bringing you like a lot of stuff. You're receiving what you desired. And I think you're being asked to be in that energy, you know, where you have complete faith in divine and complete surrender that you will receive very easily whatever you desire. And interestingly, right after this, as I pulled out my other deck, this card flew out, which usually becomes a lot about giving, but because of receiving, I'm going to take it as that yes, you are going to be receiving what you desire in the month of June. However, you're being asked to be in that energy of calmness, peace. You know, like when you know, okay, like it's almost like, you know, when you know that, okay, you're somebody, like maybe like your parent, is going to be buying you something. You've requested something for your birthday and they are saying that, okay, we will buy you that. You are just excited. You are just like calm. You're excited. You're happy. Oh, yeah, you know, when my birthday comes, I'm going to get that. You don't second guess it. You don't second guess it. You do not doubt it. You have only one emotion, which is excitement, joy, and maybe just anticipating for that day when it will come, okay? But with immense faith that, oh, I know it's happening. Just have to wait for the day. That is exactly how your energy should be in the month of June 2025. Because you, people who are watching this pile, you are receiving something. Okay, you're absolutely receiving something. With all these 3 cards, I feel something great is coming your way, just how you desired it. So it's wonderful. Then overall theme also kind of seems to be, you know, this month will move very quickly for you. As I say it, I also feel when it comes to your health, there might be an increase in Vata in the month of June, and you might have to do certain Ayurvedic remedies to ensure that the Vata dosh is not as strong and it's your doshas are balanced. Okay, so moving that out of the way, this month is going to be a very speedy month for you. It'll feel as if it's just moving so quickly, and I feel as if you're going to be a lot more social in this month. You're going to be very much out and about doing things. There could be also small travels in this month, or maybe traveling like within your city only, but to far off places, or for very dedicated tasks, you know, or like short weekend getaways, staycations. So there's a lot of energy like that in your cards. Okay, success is also like a very strong energy in your cards. It's like you're moving towards success. Wow, love it. Okay, coming to love, there's interesting. Okay, this card actually flew like this, but I mostly do not read reversals, especially like in general readings, but I felt called to give you both the messages. Now I feel as if you have come out of, like in your love life, you've come out of like all the dark, gloomy phase, whatever it was. If you were single in complicated relationships, you managed to finish a major of your karmic baggage when it comes to love and relationships. Okay, and from here on a new cycle is going to start for you, which is going to be a much more cleaner cycle. It's going to be a cycle where all your karmas have been taken care of, and there is a strong chance of you meeting somebody who's going to be your true love. It's going to be a very deep connection. It'll not be superficial. It'll feel like, oh shit, it was always them and I was meant to be with them, and suddenly everything will make sense. And it might also move right from the start in a tangent where you feel that, oh, this is it, it's going to turn into a proposal, we are going to like be with each other forever, or like in a committed relationship. So there's a strong possibility of that. The other message, that because it did come like this, all right, and I am feeling very compelled to also say it's almost like you're starting a new cycle now. And how do I say it? It's not going to be easy. It's like that you're starting this new cycle of, maybe you finished like certain cycles already when it comes to your love. Okay, what do I mean by these cycles? You may have already been through a certain fair share of relationships, or maybe you've been single for a really long time, and now what's going to happen is a new karmic cycle is going to start, wherein whatever people you might meet would eventually lead you to your true love. So I feel the first few ones that you might meet as a part of this cycle, and it doesn't mean few weeks or month, it could like really end up to be like many months and like a year or more or so. I think the first few people that you'd meet there are going to be the people who would slowly and much more quickly nudge you into being this into coming into this energy where you find the right person. So I feel you're starting a new karmic cycle where few people who will not be right for you, which may be short-lived relations, which may feel real too soon, but they will end, and then slowly from there you would go to your true love. So for some it's slightly longish journey, for few it's a smaller journey where you've completed this cycle and now you're going to be meeting your true love. For those who are married, who are committed, wonderful times. You and your partner are definitely going to be protecting each other. You're going to be there for each other like a full support. Your connection is only going to deepen, and if you're committed and not married, you're definitely going to get married. There's a strong proposal, there's movement of things, there is marriage coming your way. And for those who are married, there is something more solidifying in the relationship. Your connection is deepening with your partner. You're going to feel very taken care of and very understood by your partner. What a lovely energy this file. Okay, now coming to your career. You know, funnily for this file, even for career, I felt like pulling like 3 cards. And I think this one flew out. Yeah, this one flew out, and then these 2 I pulled. Okay, anyway. So, money, 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 honey. There's a lot of money coming your way in your career. There is some sort of new opportunity. There's some sort of support financially, or maybe from a legacy point of view coming in your life. It could also be a property that is being willed to you. It could be some sort of financial support from your peers, your family around you. Even friends are going to be very supportive of your career in the month of June. I also feel if you're trying to build something, you could find somebody who would literally be a great partner, like a great ally. And it need not be necessarily a business partner. I also believe that, sometimes having like the right team can feel like a great ally to realizing your dreams. And I think you're going to have a great ally in the month of June who's going to help you like achieve your dreams. A lot of energy of hard work here though. And funnily, we have a lot of Saturn cards. No, we have only 1 or 2 Saturn cards. But yeah, the cards are stronger. So yeah, I think as if hard work is going to be very important. Some of you could have also started your Sade Sati. And And hard work is going to be very pivotal now for the next many years for you, for the next many months. You need to put a structure into place, and you would have to be somebody who's burning the midnight oil now to build that wealth. Now your period is starting, where from June onwards, maybe, where you're going to be building that wealth. There's this thing that you're going to do, which is going to be about sharpening your skill set, focusing on smaller things, making sure everything is perfect, everything is good. Some of you could be doing this in your jobs, in your business. Some of you are trying to build something on the side. But a lot of hard work, a lot of keeping things, everything very planned, planning your life, planning your work, so that you can accommodate more within the day. It's beautiful energy, frankly. These are very good cards when it comes to career in the month of June. And with the success card here, with the speed card here, I feel like whatever you're going to do, it's going to fructify. It's going to come to fruition. Okay, now speaking emotionally and mentally, what's going to happen in the month of June? With this card here, I kind of feel as if it's time to widen your horizon. And when I see this, I keep feeling like it's time to widen your horizon. When I see this, it's like widen your horizon. There's a lot of horizon, sky energy. Meaning you don't have to stick with the relationships, with hobbies, with things that you felt were good for you. They are good for you, but you can widen your horizon. It's time to look beyond. There's some sort of a change that is needed. If you're hanging out in a certain friend group, it might be time to change or switch up things in your friend group, go meet more people. If you've been having certain belief systems or certain things you have been reading and forming your beliefs around that, it's a good time to challenge that. And this is a very subtle, slow energy, but it's a good time to widen your horizons. Look beyond your immediate friend circle, your immediate beliefs, your immediate influences in your life, and try and explore a little bit more. So I would say it's an energy of exploring a bit more. Okay, I also feel a lot of people in this pile are going to deepen their faith in the month of June. You are doing something in the month of June. You could be taking a sankalp. You could be making a promise of doing a certain ritualistic practice for a dedicated period of time. And I think that's going to make you feel amazing. You might feel on top of the world. You might feel so connected and so grounded that you would love it. And I feel like those who are going to do it in the month of June, this might become a slightly longish practice for you. It might become a part of your routine from here on. Okay, some of you are getting married. We have the proposal card here with the Hierophant. So some are getting married for sure. There's also this energy that there could be a spiritual guru or a career guru or some sort of a coach or a guru that could be entering your life in the month of June when you least expect it. But again, look beyond, explore. Okay, now with some other cards, what we have here is, there could be certain important planets placed in your chart in the sign of Pisces and Sagittarius. Okay, your Jupiter could be getting activated very strongly with the transits right now. You could be in a Jupiter Antardasha or Jupiter Mahadasha, and there is a very strong chance of you meeting a guru or somebody who's going to guide you now. A mentor is the word actually that I wanted to say. So mentor in whatever phase of life you are or whatever you desire from that mentorship, there's somebody who's going to show himself or themselves as your mentor now. There is definitely some sort of wisdom that's going to come your way, and this wisdom is also going to be about how you fight for your life, how you fight for creating what you desire. Even for this pile, I feel there is something shifting. It's it's for the past many months or few years, maybe there was a blindfold on you, and that is completely shifting now. It's you're taking off a blindfold. I don't know why I felt like saying that. You're going to feel a little bit relieved. It's you were falsely living in certain narratives of your mind or certain beliefs which are now going to get broken down. Okay? Yeah. Also, I feel you're going to get a lot more social in the month of June. You're going to also be slightly strategic or smart with your socializing. You want to be like giving your energy and your headspace to the right people. Okay, you're going to be very strong. You're going to like take very strong action towards your desires, towards your ambition in the month of June for sure. I also feel you're going to take strong efforts in the month of June for and efforts. Yeah, I mean we already have this card, so you're going to take like strong efforts in the month of June towards however you want to design your life, design your career. Yeah, you're very focused in the month of June. There's also possibility of certain very interesting dreams, with these both cards here and like so much fish and dolphin like energy. I feel the dreams are going to communicate something very interesting in the month of June. You're going to have a lot of fun in the month of June. There's some sort of an esoteric experience that's going to come your way in the month of June. I had to adjust the camera. Okay, so there is some sort of esoteric experiences you might go through in the month of June as well. And I think your dreams are going to try and communicate something. Your intuition is going to be stronger. And I think you would also be taking quick action around those, okay? There's something about getting back to things that you enjoy, things that you enjoy, like a hobby, things that are part of your personality. You're also going to be dabbling in a lot of those in the month of June. Your job might become very demanding though in the month of June. Your work overall might become very demanding. Something to do about serving others would also become demanding. Like I'll give an example. It's like you could be in a job. Along with that, you could be in a field that is about like serving others, or you're a part of some NGO, or you're working in one of these divination, occult, healing spaces. And both the things are going to be equally demanding in the month of June, probably for you. So, yeah. There's also a lot of energy of like feeling free in your mind, feeling that freedom in your mind in the month of June. I don't think I've adjusted the camera well. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, now pulling out cards from the other decks. Wow. See, I told you there's something wrong with this pile. Okay, see, 2 cards came, so I'm gonna take them. Okay, so, firstly, I think the esoteric message, I'm just going to reinstate that because, there is something that's definitely going to feel like very divine in the month of June. You'll just feel as if, at every step you're being given these little signs. These little messages are coming along your way where you just feel as if the universe is directly communicating with you. If that happens, you have to come back to this reading and then put it in the comment box below, because I'd love to know that. Angel numbers and destiny. So angel numbers are going to show themselves to you. Angel numbers are going to confirm that you're on the right path. You could be seeing a lot of 12 12, 10 10, 11 11, 3 3. Actually, you could be seeing a lot of 5 5 and 4 4. So yeah. Then we have the card of Palm, Destiny. Ooh, interesting. Some of you could be getting very interested in learning palmistry, or you could also start learning palmistry. Or you could generally be like, following a lot of online content, which is just understanding the lines on your own palm. Okay, the other message that I'm having here, that I'm getting here, is that it's almost like your destiny is also in the works now. So you are slowly just aligning very much with your destined path. And like I said earlier, there are some people who are going to strengthen their spiritual practices. I think your spiritual practice is the reason why you are aligning more strongly and more closely with your destined path in the month of June. Then we have Knight of Cups and Wheel of Fortune. Wow, we have the World, we have the Wheel of Fortune now. Oh, so when it comes to romance, there is definitely some sort of rotation that's going to happen. There is somebody that's going to come your way slowly, slowly. But again, guys, Wheel of Fortune and the World. Slowly. There is still things that you might have to go through. There's still experiences you might have to go through. And then slowly you're going to be coming on to love. Okay? So yeah, either you're starting a new chapter where you're straight away in few times, of course, in little time, you're meeting like the love of your life, or you're going to be going through certain more experiences which nudge you towards the right person. I also feel as if generally there's going to be like a change in your relationship in the month of June, change in your own hobbies as well. Some of you might start earning more from your hobbies or from things that are more aligned with your personal interest. Okay, then we have the Page of Cups and Death. It's so interesting. We have so much Pisces energy in the cards, guys. I actually feel there's some very important planet placed in the Pisces sign in your natal chart. Okay, so Page of Cups. Okay, first things, I do feel as if your intuition is going to be very weird and very strong in the month of June. Like you would just know what's going to happen or why something is happening. So trust it. There's also going to be this huge burst of creativity in the month of June. You would be able to see things very differently, and that differentiation might actually nudge you towards a different path, towards doing something different in your life. There could be certain surprises also that could be coming your way, which may feel like, oh, I didn't imagine this happening in this fashion. But trust, it is for good, because that's what we have with the Death card. And with the Death, the World, and the Wheel of Fortune, even the Hierophant, what I feel is as if there's a huge change that is happening for you, and a good change, and a speedy change, a successful change. So it's going to be for good. The only thing is that, for certain periods in June, you might be a little bugged, because sometimes, things will not make sense to you, and you might have to zoom yourself out of the situation for it to make sense. Okay, now the last message that I have for you today is from this book. Okay, we opened this. Interesting, the first paragraph here in this book is talking about the High Priestess. And wait, let me show you this to you guys. 1 minute. Let me put a bookmark in this. I'm going to use a card as a bookmark. When I was taking out your cards, I kept the bottom of the deck here, and we have the High Priestess here. Okay, so I'm going to read it now, whatever it's trying to tell me. We have already seen how the High Priestess signifies intuitive wisdom beyond language. Certain experiences, especially mystical union with spirit, cannot be described. Language can only hint at them with metaphors or fables. People who rely totally on speech have even gone far to insist that non-verbal experiences, or experiences which cannot be measured by psychological tests, do not exist. This is simply because they cannot be scientifically described. Such dogmatism receives its perfect symbol in the Chariot's merging with his stone wagon. Oh, I think this card must be talking about Chariot then, I'm assuming. Yeah, this card is basically talking about the Chariot. I mean, this page is talking about the Chariot card. Okay, let's go further ahead. The divinatory meanings of the Chariot is derived from its powerful will.
In a reading, the card signifies that the person is successfully controlling some situation through the force of his or her personality. This implies that the situation contains some contradictions that may not have been brought together but are simply held under control. This is not to stress too highly the negative undertones of the card. When it is the right way up, the Chariot basically means success, the personality in charge of the world around it. It appears as the outcome in a reading dealing with the problems, then it indicates victory. Interesting, with the High Priestess and then ending up to Chariot, I literally feel as if the first message that I gave you, which is about the esoteric meanings and the esoteric signs, that will come your way. So honestly, with High Priestess at the bottom of the deck and High Priestess in this book is kind of confirming that there might be certain experiences which you may not be able to explain, or there's no scientific explanation for it, but it'll be for you to experience. I'd also tell you to keep them to yourself and maybe not share them so much just yet with people like who even maybe get your esoteric side. And then the second message landing up to the Chariot is basically saying that you would have control of these situations in your life in the month of June, and eventually that is going to be leading up to success. Interesting, in this deck, in the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon energy, which is again a very intuitive card. So I feel June is going to be a fabulous and a great month for this pile. Things are going to be in control. Things are going to lead you to success. There would be changes. There would be a newer way of understanding of life, and you would feel very guided on your path. So yes, this was it for you, pile number 3. Let me know how this reading resonated. Make sure you put down the comments below for me so that I can read them and I can understand if the readings are resonating, and also it keeps me motivated. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye.